DayZ is a real tough game. Sometimes the start is the hardest. Today, we're going to take a brand new player and let them do a run with limited coaching. Then we're going to give them advice about that run and let them try again. Let's see what kind of improvement we can make happen. Let's go. I don't want to take any of your time. Go ahead. Begin. Good luck.
Any direction is good, so let's just take one.
It's very true. Any direction is good.
I have no idea where I am, so might as well just pick a direction and just run for it and hope for the best.
Yep,
it's basically all I can do at this point.
True. Especially when it's raining like this, there's no real clear, like, oh, there's a city there. You just got to pick a way.
Yeah. Well, rain, I suppose you want to get into a dry place as soon as possible. Anything, or just grab some vitamins to stave off any kind of infections or something like this, I suppose. Oh, there's a trail here, so let's follow the trail.
So, have you, like, died, like, every time you've tried? Have you gotten, like, far and gotten gear, or what has the situation been like for you?
The most I've got at the moment was shotgun and Makarov. That's it. That's the most I've got gear-wise. Never got a plate carrier. Never found anything interesting. Yeah, there you go. There's my stupidity walking into doors, I suppose. Hopefully they'll go around there somewhere. Good thing about rain is they can't hear you as well.
Yeah, it is a little bit of cover for sure.
Don't need a car battery. Stay in there. Oh, there's two doors on this bloody thing. Hell no, there's too many of them for that. Come in.
You're on fire, bro.
Yeah, I'm on fire, why not?
If
you're gonna go for it, go for it.
Yeah, 100%. Be brave first.
I believe the sentence is no risk, no reward. If you don't try, you never succeed. Glow sticks. It's a lot of zombies. Everyone come inside, please. Yes, come inside. Come and knock me unconscious. Thank you very much. Now go away. Sometimes it's better to go unconscious to let them de-aggro. I've noticed that.
Is that
sometimes,
how you're feeling?
you know.
Okay. I like
sometimes,
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
When you're very low on experience and you have no idea what you're doing. Obviously, I'm a good example of that. But sometimes it's great to just run somewhere and then just let them knock you unconscious. You know, it happens. You know, there's not much you can do, especially when you've got 10 of them or 5 of them or 8 of them or however many. Your best option at this point is to just accept the bleeds and then just bandage. And now they've all de-aggroed from me. I've lost a little bit of blood, which is acceptable, I suppose, in my situation. And there is absolutely nothing here. So I'm going to use that to my advantage of
There's
getting out of this area.
Nothing here. I just want to touch on something he said in post. He said sometimes the best option is to get knocked out. And although this is the case, I don't really talk about it later, but it's not something that you ever want to be aiming for. With that being said, sometimes, like in his case, he forgot to close the door, or he missed the close on the door, and as a result, so many zombies were swarming him that he had no potential route for escape. In a scenario like that, being knocked unconscious may just be the best play.
Well, I've gone through most of the buildings, and the only thing I found was 2 glow sticks. So,
yep.
Jumpsuit pants. Oh, not another zombie. Go away. Drop the bandages, you idiot.
You're gonna beat him with your only bandage, bro. It's a tough road.
I don't want to beat it up with my only bandage. Oh god, distance is so difficult to judge.
You had a little lag spike there. That one wasn't your fault.
That's alright.
It is.
As I said, everyone.
East Coast server, so.
Ah. Yay, we got him dead. And he's got absolutely nothing, I bet. Yeah. We got a road. Right is always the choice because right is right.
Hell yeah, brother.
Don't even know if I'm going east or west at this point because there's no sun. There's nothing to move towards. And Anastara's a new map for me, so yeah.
This is not Anastar. This is Chernarus.
Oh, okay then. Oh,
This is the
Chernarus.
base map. Yeah. This is the base map.
I'm not going to complain there.
It's vanilla. I'm gonna give you daytime though. I don't think it's fair you having to deal with nighttime.
No, it's not a problem. As I said, it's part of the game, so.
I know, but I want it to be daytime. I don't want you to have to battle through nighttime.
Thank you, Lord. That was very kind of you. Power lines normally lead towards a city, so left or right again. Right is uphill, cities are normally away from the top of the mountain, so let's go and see if there's a city.
Hey, my boy. Using science?
There we go, there's a house. And it's got a fence around it, so
Security.
hopefully nobody... Yeah, hopefully it's just a farm and nobody's got a base in there.
Safety, please.
We'll see about safety. Zombies, yay. Go and check these.
The rain is actually massively working to your advantage.
I'm not complaining about a little bit of rain, as I said. I'm not
It's a massive help for you right now. Like, you would have had like 3 or 4 zombies just aggro on you from that, I think.
Yeah, there's one over there. There's 2 more over here.
Yeah, those 2 on the left are spooky.
One time being able to get into this to check, so we got a nice lightning storm actually, so that's actually better.
These double doors are screwing you right now, though.
That's alright.
Earlier you were like, oh, there's 2 doors on the other barn. You were going to lock them in. You had the perfect scenario, but it's a double door barn.
Yeah, double door.
A lot of these are. That one is
it.
too. Yep. It's one of the tougher barns to close this one.
Oh, damn it. See, I knew he heard me. There's a lot of double door barns here. That's not very good.
Yep.
Can you give me a crowbar? Anything, please. Okay, anything does not include a broom. But yeah, sure. There you go. Well. Stay. Oh. Come back in. Come on, you handsome devils, you.
Ooh, baby. That was smooth. That was a good one. 2 for 1 package.
Okay, we got a village. Oh, we got a village. Okay, so in that case then, I want to see if there's a PB in this town. Hopefully get a vest. Well, vests are always important. They keep you alive. That's a wire again. You must be sitting there thinking, what the hell is this idiot doing?
No, not at all, dude. Don't. It's like, what do you do for like work or something like that? Or no, you don't even have to say.
Me?
You don't even have to say. You taught me about Raid Shadow Legends. I had no understanding of that. It's just the way of life. It's like, I'm not gonna know things that are unknown to me, and this is unknown to you. I have a great deal of experience here. But you, if we were playing Raid Shadow Legends, would be teaching me. It's...
Why can't I put this on? It's amazing what you don't know. I mean, I've played so many games. I've gone through... pipe wrench. Thank you.
Hell yeah, baby.
Weapon. We have a weapon.
Hell yeah, baby. That's a good one, too. Sorry.
Yeah, I need food, so I know what...
Gotcha.
Oh, I've got to have my Peaky Blinder hat. Born and raised in Birmingham. Killian Murphy. Okay, there is an unknown kind of food there, so... How would I need a knife or can opener to open it?
You can use the thing in your hands, but it's going to deplete it a great deal.
Yeah. And it might just be worth it considering that I'm getting close to... Well, no, I'm getting close to bottom red. And
You're
my health is
actively dying right now. You are in the act of dying currently. You should
Yeah.
definitely eat. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go with it. if you've got to do it, you got to do it. So
Yeah, it's unfortunate for sure, but we'll talk about it later. It's unfortunate for sure, though.
yep. Stop crouching. I dislike that when you do any task, it auto crouches you. Okay, we just came that way, so.
Oh god.
What?
Oh god.
What?
Oh god.
Did I just get shot?
No, you vomited, dude.
Oh, lovely.
You vomited everywhere.
Oh well. Oh well.
Right in the middle of the street, from what I saw. It's okay. You're gonna be fine.
It's not my first time, sir. I've had a few nights on the town. I think we all have. Where in the world would the centre of the city be? Yeah, this way. So just follow the main street down and try to find somewhere that way. There's got to be a PD here somewhere. Oh, thank you.
Hey, that's that gun. When you said you always
It is
get.
a gun.
You're like, I always get the Makarov.
Yeah, I always seem to find the Makarov. It's like the go-to thing. No pistol, no mag in it or anything, no, so that doesn't really help us that much. Thank you.
What'd you get there? Little food?
Yeah, it's like a pate.
Hell yeah.
I can barely see. Yeah, but I think I'm definitely dying terribly because for some reason sprint isn't working.
No.
Oh, cool. Why not? If we die to starvation, it's going to be entertainment.
He jumps off. He's like, why not? He jumps off a giant ledge.
Give me my bloody. Will you just. Yay!
Okay. And that's where
Yes.
it ended on this day. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That was beautiful. A couple things, all right? First thing I'm going to say is, let me just show you where you started, all right? You started right here. Right here, okay? So you had a giant
right next to it.
You had a giant city right here, and the PD that you were looking for is actually like right in there as well. But you started right here, okay? And it's reasonable of you. It's reasonable of you to be like, yo, I'm gonna pick a direction and head that direction. That is probably of all of the things that you said, that one was perfect. Because that is 100% the case. It's like when you start, you need to pick a direction and stick to it, okay? So let me show you your path. You started off right here, right where my guy is, and you ran this way, and you run into this hiking trail right here. Okay?
Yeah.
You ran up here, and you hit this compound, and this is where you ran into all the zombies, all right? Now, something that you did while you were coming through these zombies here, and it's raining too, so you had a huge benefit of that, is like you could just cruise on through. But when you see one zombie, you should back out a distance from the other zombies and then fight that one. And I think in general, you should take a second and look at the zombie's animation and just block. I want you to try and recognize the pattern here. Look at the zombie. Don't look at me at all. I'm just going to keep walking backwards. What is he doing every time? Every time.
He's doing a one-handed right hand, and then he's doing a double snap.
Yes, he is. And then what's he doing right after that double hand?
Pausing.
He's pausing. There is your window, my brother.
Bang, yeah.
There is your window. One. There's your window, right? And when you aim for the zombies too, it's very important. Like something that you said when you were getting knocked out in the thing, you were like, yo, dude, sometimes, you know, you just got to get knocked out. And sometimes it is the right call. You are correct. But a general principle is like, there's always going to be more zombies. You're not always going to have more HP to give them. Right?
True.
So each time a zombie hits you, you need to be like, something needs to change. Because if I keep accepting hits, right, it's going to be really difficult. So another thing I want to point out is certain buildings are really good, and you're going to learn this with experience. This building is tough, bro. You have 2 double doors, and also on top of that, like the actual prompt is like in such a narrow channel there. It's right on that. So certain buildings are better than others. This any
So,
building that has multiple entrances isn't good for locking in zombies. You want to
like
lock
sheds
zombies
and
in.
stuff like that, yeah.
You want one entrance, so you don't have to concern yourself with much else. Like if you're running to this one, you're like, oh shoot, there's 2 entrances. Something else that I saw you have an opportunity to do and you didn't do. Let's say you were like, what did I do by closing that door just now?
You've reduced the options of them leaving, so yeah, now you can lock them in there.
And also, I gave myself a little bit of time because they were chasing right after me and they face planted into this door, right? So you can use like, even if let's say this door was open and I was running out this way and I saw that this door was open too, just closing this gives me a window of time that zombie has to walk all the way across this and then come around, right? So like obstructing their movement is something that I think that you could be thinking of. Now this next thing, dude, this is just tough because it's raining and like it's so hard for you to get a grasp on what direction is what. But you came from there, which by the way, there's a well in the middle, but you came from here and out here. And it's reasonable of you to come to these buildings, but something that I want to point out is in these buildings here, sorry, let me just knock this guy. In these buildings here, there's only one building that even looks like a civilian building, right? Like this is industrial, right? And the first thing that you need is food. So like, honestly, me personally, when I very first spawn in, I'm skipping all industrial. I don't care about that because this area here doesn't yield any food. But you came down this because of the rain and you went that way. This way is a village. So something,
there you go, yeah.
Something that you said that rings true even in this circumstance is like, when you pick a direction, try and stick to it in the beginning. That's really important. And what that meant in your circumstance, which is quite difficult ultimately, is like when you were heading up here and you came to this, you should have tried to jot in your mind, like, where did I come from and where was I heading just now? Like, you know what I mean? Like the compound is on the left of the road.
Yeah.
And I was heading up this way. So, because when you came back up, you went down this way, right? And then we explored a little bit. You were going through. Following roads is important. You came to this crossroad right here. You came this way, and you turned right here, and you said, I shouldn't stay on the same road. No, you should stay on the same road. The chances that a road circles on itself is quite low. But every time you change direction on a road, it's like you may or may not be giving yourself more of a roll of the dice, right? But if you just stay on it, you know that the dice roll is already happening. But instead, you're like trying to get a 5 or a 6 again. You know what I mean? You're just like, you're diluting your opportunities for getting more gear. If you would have stayed on this road, it would have been a nightmare, bro. You would have went up to this village and maybe you would have got some stuff up there. But that hike would have been really tough through the rain. But you came down here. So like I said, the very first thing, and I think this is going to ring the most, the very first thing, you don't want to run straight to industrial. You want to avoid all industrial in the beginning because one, even if you kill a zombie there, they're not going to have food for you. And two, the main thing you need is food. You were right to be looking for a PD and you followed the power lines. That was a good call. You were like, where there's power lines, there's going to be a place. And where there's a mountain, there's not going to be, dude, perfect logic. Like literally couldn't have been better. You're headed this way though. And the first building that you saw was this guy, which is unfortunate because what is this? An industrial. It's an industrial, bro, again. So it's like prioritize. I think that's the main thing is really prioritize right off the bat. I need food. And if I run into a PD, that's good for me. Okay. Now, when we're talking about food, the one thing that I did see when you were looting, when you finally did get to some civilian buildings, let me remind myself, you went through here.
Yeah,
you didn't hit that. You hit right through here. You hit this thing. And you hit this 3-story right here. You hit this 3-story. Okay. Now, you're looking for food, okay? all of these buildings, each building segment, so like this building segment, that building segment, that building segment, they all have an opportunity to spawn X amount of loot, like 3 per, let's say, at max. Okay, normally it's going to be 1 or 2, but they could spawn 3. Now, in this building, I want you to process, and I'm gonna make a really dumb example, and I know you don't need this, but I just want it to be visual. I'm gonna loot through this entire corner that has equal as many spawns as the one right next to it. Process how long that took. Now I'm gonna loot through this one that has equal as many spawns as that one does. I'm gonna loot through this one. Let's see how long it takes. Right. See, even though I'm zooming, it's like I've already tripled the time, 4 times the time, 5 times the time. Okay, I found a shirt there. Cool. I like shirts. And now I got to go back down this entire building. So when it comes to civilian buildings, you don't want to prioritize bigger buildings. You want smaller buildings. You want something like this where you could just go in and go, oh, no food here. I wasted almost 0 seconds, because the main thing I think that was kind of beyond the rain made it so hard for you, but you were like, nah, dude, I'm with it. I want the rain. Beyond like prioritizing these buildings is the amount of time you spend in the buildings needs to decrease, because until you have that food stock, you can't lollygag, right? Like if you spend too much time looking around in the beginning, you're gonna get to that starving point that you were at, where a couple zombie hits puts you in red, and then you're in trouble. You can't move, really.
Shouldn't you prioritize weapons as well? Because if you go through industrial, you might find a garden fork or a shovel or a pipe, anything.
Yeah, that is a good point. So that's a really good point. I'm happy you brought that up. So I can go through this industrial, and I could find a pickaxe. I could find all kinds of weaponry, right? That will help me advance. And with like a priority on those things, it won't give me anything but those things. Okay, that is the exclusive that I'm gonna find there. And although a pickaxe is good, you know what? Also, I could find over here at this house that has food, right in the shed behind it, and this thing right behind it, and this thing right behind it, and that right behind it. Those are all industrial spawns as well. So,
okay.
What I like, yes, you are right to be like, I need something to defend myself, right? But alongside needing something to defend yourself, you need food or you're gonna die. So it's like when you go to a house, there's almost always gonna be a barn attached to it, a shed attached to it, right? Each house in all of Chernarus, look at a shed within the same yard confines, a garden shack. This one, shed right here, right? They also have opportunity for those same protecting utilities that you're right to be looking for. But you wanna prioritize a little bit of food first. Once you got like a can or 2, or like maybe a piece of fruit or 2 or something that puts you where you're in yellow and you're like feeling confident that you're not going to go to red soon and start losing HP, because when you're at yellow, you're not losing any HP. As soon as you hit red anything, you're losing HP. Your red food, your red water, you're losing HP. Okay? Okay, so just to remind you, we talked about aggroing zombies. Try and not walk through a pack, right? If you see one zombie, just crouch down, start walking backwards. Another thing with that I should have told you is like, where am I right now? If I do run in here, okay, and I see a zombie here, and let's say this one doesn't, but let's say she had an army around her. All right. If I get too close and I aggro her, if I fight her right here, all of her friends are gonna aggro
all her
me
friends are gonna join it.
So something that you should do or try and do is like get distance from her pack, because there's like different levels of aggro. They're going to be on like a heightened awareness status, but they're not going to be aggroed yet. So then you could fight them outside of the ring, or you could like outside of the ring of their aggro, or you could lock them in somewhere, right? Whatever like kind of is what you're aiming for at the moment, okay? But zombie aggro them on a distance. Closing doors is always going to be hard. Make sure it's like a 1-door building if you're doing that. And never do that in sheds, like a single shed. Like this is okay, but like this, not okay. You can't, like, don't. It's really hard to do it in here, even
No
for me.
space to move.
There's
Yeah.
no exactly. There's no there's nowhere for you to really bow around where they're gonna aggro on you, right? There you go.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Power lines for a road again, maybe. Oh, train tracks even better. And a road.
By the way, when you open up your inventory and you have something in it, you press spacebar and it rotates it.
Ah, thank you very much, sir.
Want to make sure you got that before we.
Okay, so spacebar to rotate.
So what do we see on the left here?
That's industrial, yeah?
We don't care about that, right? What do we see on the right there?
There we go. Houses.
Boom. That's where we're headed. Oh, dude, you're going to be the champion of the world. I smell it.
There?
You're going to come for Running Man streaming championships and you're going to beat him in a PvP contest.
Not a prayer.
Not a brick.
Not a prayer. Oh, you beauty. That's it. There, I need the lottery tickets now. It's got one
good.
bullet in it.
Nice, perfect.
Okay, I'll keep that.
No food in here. Let's go.
You said to check the sheds.
Yeah.
So.
Associated sheds if you want a melee weapon or a knife. Very important.
Okay, that can go. I don't want that. And I'll put the two. I really put that.
Remember the direction you were heading. Try and keep note of that.
Back towards the industrial and the trains that way, so should be heading this way. Let's see what we have. Yeah.
Okay. Something that you did earlier is you overate. Okay? It's best to like eat in like for the unknown food, it used to make you sick too. So whenever you eat that, just eat it in 2 bites and then stop. And then
Okay,
wait,
so unknowns eat slowly.
Eat slowly. Yeah, everything else, there's a stomach emblem that will actually pop up on your screen. It's like, I'm sure you've seen it. It's like a stomach and it's got a circle icon. You just have to stop whenever you see that pop up or else you will vomit no matter what the food is. Or drink for that matter. But now, what do we need right now?
Well, we've got unknown food, so we've got a little bit of food.
Yep.
We're running low on hydration, so we've got to look towards liquids, waters.
Yep.
So, well, maybe?
Yeah, you need a well. You also need something to knife that unknown food open.
Can't I use this hoe?
You can, yeah.
Or
Maybe,
will
I
it
don't
just eradicate the amount of food we get?
Also, crouching, you can see in the bottom left, crouching does make you quieter. So if you do see zombies, you can crouch run and you'll be like half as noticed.
Just drop down, yeah?
And you could sprint as well while you're crouched. And you run like relative to jogging, but it's quieter.
Is it better to take the high insulation stuff?
So I was literally about to say something about that. You did good by picking up the purple jacket. Normally it's like you don't need to worry too much about insulation because Chernarus is like a summer type of map, right? It's not in a freezing cold place. But because it's raining, yes, you should be paying attention to it. What happens when you get cold, higher chance of getting sick, but also your food drains quicker.
Aha, okay. So that's logic, yeah.
Yeah.
Your body's trying to keep warm, it's going to shake.
Exactly,
Cold, so
exactly.
It's amazing how realistic in some way they've made this.
All right, so you can't really tell so far, or maybe you have, that the coast is literally right there next to you, yeah? Have you seen it yet?
On the right?
It's literally right there, 5 feet from you, yeah. So
Over
when
there,
this,
yeah?
it's right there. So normally when this is the case, you want to get deeper into a town. So run on that road, and you're gonna want to get a couple houses down, because generally wherever you spawn, no, you're right to keep going that way, down towards that mustache house down there.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not too visible.
Yeah, of course, gotcha. Yeah, attached to the road, but not on it. That's a good call. When you very first spawn in, what I normally do, and this is just because I'm a little more comfortable, is I'll like run far from where I spawned, and then I'll start looking for loot. Because on a full pop server, if people are spawning in over and over at that spot, right?
Yeah.
And you spawn in, it's going to be tough to find loot. This is going to be a different situation because it's low pop, but...
I think for noobs, I think low pop is the best.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. You got to get used to it before you go into the devil's reigns.
Normally, when I go into a game, I'll just run straight in on maximum difficulty just for the fun of it. You know, if you're gonna go do it right. You know, if you're gonna die. You do it with a smile. Don't sit there complaining. You know, Elden Ring style. Just go and die. It's so much fun. But on something like this, there's such a steep learning curve.
Yep.
Because everything is affected. You know, the sound of where you walk. Footsteps can attract zombies, etc.
Yep.
That was barbed wire, I think, and I don't need that. That's industrial there, yes? Is that right?
So the orange building is a civilian building, but it's in an industrial area, so it's not going to be what you want. No, you're going to want to avoid that. You're right.
Okay. So
You do need a knife, so you're going to have to be looking for that. But yeah, you're going to want to keep going further past that.
Oh yeah. See if we can stay to this side of the wall and hopefully not attract him.
Yep, so you did that perfect. You have an aggro. If you would have fought that zombie right where it aggroed on you, you would have been aggroed by like 10 zombies. But you pulled it away out of the aggro range, and now you just get to fight one. Remember, 2 hits, and then... boom. Perfect. Great job.
So that actually makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, if you can, you want to stagger him. But also, if you see a good opportunity and feel confident, whack-a-mole. Alright, you've made it.
So this is all industrial, and then we're back to city. Now, if I remember correctly... Yes,
Hey, nice! Whoa, dude, okay.
I got that from your video, sir.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So,
I haven't read that.
it's a big-ass building, boy. Get out of that thing. We don't want that.
Oh yeah, we don't want the big ones. But
Yeah.
Knife is like a knife, so this is another big one, so I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're thunk.
Okay. These count as small buildings, yes?
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, you can find stuff in here. Just generally, just don't go up the stairs ever. At this part of the game, I would say. So that building across on the left is a police building. And that building on the right is the green one. So both of these buildings across the street from you. Oh, literally to your left right now. Those buildings right there. The green one and the one on the left. Those are both military buildings.
Hold on. I want to aggro this guy. And... where'd it go? Hello. It's always taught never to hit women. But here for you, I will make an exception.
Perfect. So, first off, you're bleeding. They bug through the door there. That's not your fault. They bug through the door. You got to get out of that
Hey,
building.
no cheating.
Yeah, they cheat.
I am not dying to a zombie again. Go away. And now I need... oh, we got food there. Thank you.
Hell yeah. So that wasn't your fault. They bugged through the door. So I don't know what to tell you about that. But in general, here's another thing for you to think about. You could always get into a building like this with windows, and you could hit the zombies through the windows. If like that
that's
situation,
what I was planning to do.
Yeah. That situation earlier where you were in the bar or the shed and they all swarmed you, it'd be better if the building had like a window you could punch out of. You know what I mean?
So just stuff your face when you can.
You should stuff your face when you can, as soon as possible.
Yeah, but when I did that earlier, I had the opposite happen, and I vomited doing it. But is that only from unknown food then?
Unknown food, I don't know. I think you overate, honestly. I think you ate more than your stomach could handle. But I'm not sure. Unknown food used to make you sick, but I think they've removed that. So you should be eating all that food that you just... yeah, you should be eating all that and
doing it right now.
And just keep an eye on your HUD. If that thing pops up, just stop immediately and wait till it goes away, and then eat it again. Yeah, so you're at the point right now where you have food in your body. Now would be a good time to start looking. You can actually loot some industrials, right? You could loot some military buildings. Oh my god.
Bloody M Glock. And it's silence.
Ooh, baby.
One round. No mag.
Tough
Oh
times.
well. Does it often glitch like this when you drag equipment and it doesn't want to go onto your character?
Oh, okay. We have to talk about that because you did have it. Stay right there for me for a second.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay.
I have to make myself not invisible anymore. Okay, so
Hello there.
if I want that shirt, okay, and I double click it with tab, it's gonna, because I don't have a shirt, it's gonna put it on me. But if you double click that, press tab and then double click that, what happens?
Press tab and double click it. It goes to my inventory.
Yeah, exactly. So now put it on the ground. If you want to put a shirt on your person, you drag it from the left and you drag it onto your chest, and it will switch your jacket with that jacket. So
yeah, but it's not doing it. It's just dropping it straight back to the floor for me.
Okay, so then take. Yeah.
Now it's done it. And now it's done it. Yeah, but previously it just dropped it to the floor. So it's just drag and drop to your body, yeah?
Yes, exactly. Sometimes you'll have to put it in your hands and then drag and drop to your body to switch it out as well. So it could go both ways. Continue. Go on. What? I believe in you.
Thank you, sir. I don't know if you should believe in me. Nice. Hey.
Call that a knife.
Zombies here.
Yeah. Technically, you're in a spawn town on the coast, but this should be like big money, brother. You should be getting so much stuff here. You should be getting so much food.
And a bottle of water in one. Oh.
Okay, so that water in that bottle is sick. If you drink it, you will die.
Yes.
Good. Sorry, I don't mean to repeat stuff. Just trying to make sure.
No. You go ahead. Again, the whole point is to learn, and if you don't learn, you'll never know.
True that.
Are these blocks worth any?
Terrible. Is that a big building?
Yeah.
It's a huge building. It's a terrible building.
Gotta be industrial. We have houses over there. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I believe I read, I saw in one video, I'm not sure if it was yours, but somebody said that there's a well near a church on most maps. Was that just on Livonia or something like this? I can't remember.
That was on Livonia, yeah. There's a well near the church very often. He'll be in the city center. Not so much Chinaris, but in some places there are wells next to churches.
The white building, that's the fire department, yeah?
Sorry, I lost you for a second. I have no idea where you're at. Yeah. Fire department, you're correct. Yes, sorry. So you are kind of backtracking a little bit. You haven't looted these houses.
Yeah, because there was one. I did those two on the left, and then I did this one on the right here. Now I'm going back up the street. I tried not to backtrack, but I wanted to see if there was anything in that.
No, I'm not talking about the houses you're looting. You're fine on all that. These are all.
Okay.
You haven't looted any of these, so to you these are all 100% fresh. But you were going to the right down the road opposite the fire station, and then you turn left. So like, all I'm trying to get you to do is like picture in your mind the direction that you were heading. Right, you were heading over there by the fire station, opposite side from where you are right now. Because if you lose that, you're likely to go back and trace your same steps, and then get lost in the sauce and loot the same buildings and starve to death.
That's the second kind of unknown food I've found.
Hell yeah, dude. It's a lot of food. They are full of food.
Yeah. I got full stamina. I think I can outrun these girls, so let's just go. So we did that one, but we didn't do...
You keep collecting them, though.
Oi.
Run!
How is...
Snuck up on it.
Yeah! The unconscious animation takes a few minutes.
It depends
Why does
on
it
what
take that long?
knocks you unconscious.
Ah, okay, so it depends on this. So what would knock you out for the longest time?
It's not like an item. It's more like the shock that you accumulate. So you got hit a bunch, so you're gonna be uncon for a long time. You got hit like 8 times.
Unconscious again, so...
But okay, something to point out. Whenever you go back. Whenever you get knocked unconscious, whatever's in your hands drops on the ground. So you lost your knife. Yeah.
Damn, yeah, I forgot that. Forgot that I had the knife in the hand. I thought that was a good play.
Yeah, but here we are. We're at some civilian buildings. We could get some food, find some ammo for your gun, maybe.
Yeah,
There's also a medical really close.
Bag, thank you. Storage is storage. Love storage.
Ooh, let's see if you find it.
See if I find what.
There's ammo for your gun in this building.
In this... Oh, now you've tickled me.
Yep.
Not under the bloody bed, so... Hello, handsome. Oh, don't. Yes. Oh, for the orange one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a single chamber gun.
In the DK.
Holdar.
Ah,
Yeah.
yay! I can shoot things. But then you just aggro every bloody setting.
Yep. What's that straight ahead of you, bro?
Is that the fire station? No,
Nope.
The fire station's over there. School?
Nope.
Or PD?
Nope.
Medical?
Yeah.
Hospital.
And that's what we need,
Bandages.
baby.
Yay!
That's what we need.
Bandages.
So in these places, all the zombies have an opportunity to give you medical loot, all the same as the buildings. It doesn't work like other buildings. It's not going to be like 3 per building. It's going to be a lot everywhere. So you're going to want to loot a little bit more. Okay.
And I missed. Oh well.
So I can
It
help
was
you with
worth it,
shooting.
yeah.
I'll give you a tip in a second. So their heads can be quite finicky. Just like they'll like do like a sudden jolt to the side or a turn or something, right? So the way that you counter that, I'm right behind you here. Check it out. So
Hello there.
I want them to start their aggro. Okay? Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shoot this guy until he screams in the air. Why? Because when he screams in the air, his head is not guaranteed to not move. Okay?
Okay.
So watch. He's looking at me. He's not screaming yet. I'm aiming my gun. I'm waiting for him. 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 Oh, there he sees me. Boom. He screamed. You see? His head is guaranteed to be exactly on that spot. Go, show me what you know. Here, take this. You get this. I want to see you do it. That. You have 50 rounds for that too. That's an MK2. That is
yeah, because I've got the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, open up the box. That is the most valuable gun in the game for you. Nothing is better for a new player than that gun.
You think so?
I know so for a fact. It's going to help you learn all the gun mechanics. It kills all zombies to the head with one shot. It is completely silent. Go shoot some zombies. Show me how it's done.
Okay. Let's see what we can find. Give me some bandages, please.
Ooh. So those tell me someone else has been here recently.
Yeah, hiking pants.
Those are the same pants you have on. You spawned with those. So someone came here and they looted us.
The scrubs, paramedic pants. There's no doors on this floor, is there? Wouldn't mind finding some vitamins or something like this.
So
just in case.
generally, to my point earlier, you can find stuff upstairs, but most stuff's going to be on the first floor.
Okay. So you recommend staying on the first floor unless you're like running away from players or something like this?
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say, but in general, whenever you're looting a building for the loot in the building, in general, the loot's going to be on the first floor. Like earlier, you went into a 2-story building where it was only 2 stories. You know what I mean? Like the stairs went up immediately. That's different, you know. But in a building where there's options on the ground level and upstairs, generally on the ground is where you're gonna find the goods. Don't wait. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for?
She was about to aggro. She was about to aggro.
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wait till that comes out, and then yeah.
Morphine injector. That's for when you break something, or so you can still move. I'm not sure on
when
that.
you're hurting, yeah.
Just
Nice.
go away, Sally.
All right, boom.
So,
I'm gonna say
well over there, yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna say great success right there, bro. There was so much
very
information in there. I don't wanna oversaturate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you helping.
It's
The
been a
PD
pleasure,
is
seriously.
literally this direction that I'm looking. The well is literally that direction that I'm looking. Like right behind that building right there. Everything.
Am I okay to stay on this server and just
as much as you
explore
want to
and
play, dude?
get the
It's
game?
yours forever. It's yours forever.
Thank you very much for that, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Care about you. Give some love to the missus. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. I will. Stay safe.